Today we are going to be trying alternatives to the kind of teams I would normally use in a fight. Starting with boss Swamp Thing. This boss I usually use my metal team with Batwoman, the Drowned, and Robin King. But I asked you guys the question the last time I uploaded a video about this fight. Does Batman Ninja Robin forcing an opponent to tag out and Silver Banshee forcing opponent to tag out, do those passives work against this boss? And majority of you, I would say 80% of you said yes. And I don't know, was it not Bloodhound? I don't know what's going on. You said, I hope I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Bloodhound that said that it doesn't work against Swamp Thing, that Swamp Thing is the exception. I was now wondering, so does this thing work or does it not work? Well, the only way I can know is to waste one pip and try it out for myself and have an answer once and for all. And before I even go full into that, I would like to say that this should not even be a hack or a workaround. This should be the way it works, because that's the passive of Silver Banshee and that's the passive of Batman Ninja Robin, where they force the opponent to tag out. And it is not even stated in the modifier that the boss is immune to being forced tag out. So if it's not written there, there's no reason why it should not work. And if it is not working, it should mean that there's a bug with that particular boss. And this also makes those characters useful, because I will be honest with you, there's a point you get to, you won't use Silver Banshee in any mode in this game again. So having bosses like this makes Silver Banshee useful. And yes, Silver Banshee is able to tag out the opponent. So you cannot tag out this boss himself. Or I don't think, I never tried it, but I don't think you would be able to tag out this boss. But that mini Swamp Thing that tags in, once he's in, just tagging your Silver Banshee, make sure he doesn't block, because that guy is fond of blocking. So make sure you get him with the special 2 of Silver Banshee and he is not blocking. So as long as you can do that, you're going to force tag him out and he will never appear again. Now, what will you now do next? I would say you can now choose a team that doesn't need 3 characters, because if you need 3 characters, you can't use the 3rd character, unless, okay, you are using Batman Ninja Robin, then that means you want to use the Batman Ninja team in the fight. And without Beta Club, I don't think you can one shot with the Batman Ninja team. Yeah, I don't think you'll be one shot with the Batman Ninja team, because without Beta Club you need 3 characters. For example, if you're using Batman Ninja Lord Joker, you probably need the Rock Black Adam as the 3rd member there. And if you use Silver Banshee there, or okay, what am I saying? Yes, you should be able to do that. Yeah, you actually, now that I think of it, you should be able to do that if you have a high level maxed out artifacts. Maybe you have 2 of them, 2 maxed out artifacts. I believe you should be able to use Batman Ninja Lord Joker with Satan's Puppet, then Batman Ninja Robin and the Rock Black Adam, and you should be able to one shot after. And that team doesn't really sound reliable to me, so that's why I don't use them. But on paper they should be able to one shot. Or you just use the League of Anarchy team, because once you have an ascended Harley Quinn, you don't need a 3rd character on the team. Actually, just Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn is enough. Yeah, shocker, I know, but yeah, once you have ascended your Harley Quinn, you don't need any 3rd character. In fact, in this news, in the coming solo raid, I'll be trying different combinations of not Batman Ninja, League of Anarchy team without the regular 3rd member. I know normally we would use Girl of Steel, Supergirl, but I don't think we need that anymore. So yeah, I personally prefer this Harley Quinn team. And before I move to this next fight, I know the next fight has started. I know I'm a little behind here, but I have more to say about that first fight. Before we go to this next fight, I would say that's my match with Heartbreaker Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy should have been faster. I did not start properly, so I would suggest you, with your Poison Ivy, you do 2 special 1s, then you do 2 special 2s to activate your Satan's Puppet. I kept on doing special 1s, and I was even doing special with Harley Quinn. That's wrong. 2 special 1s, then 2 special 2s, because the special 2 of Poison Ivy is going to apply area of damage effect on the floor, and yeah, you'll be able to apply more negative effects from that special 2. But the reason why I say 2 special 1 first is because by the time you do 2 special 1s, you would have locked the boss's special, because if you apply that AoE on the floor, the special 2, the boss will just start spamming their specials. So that is not good. So you want to lock the boss's specials by doing 2 special 1s, then you can start applying special 2 to the boss, so that the boss, even when they're stuck, they cannot do specials against you. So yeah, that's just for that. I think, yes, I really needed to pass that message from the first fight. And yes, it's interesting that the League of Anarchy doesn't need a 3rd member once you've ascended Harley Quinn. Next fight, this fight, I remember the last time I told you guys that I think I prefer Metal Team, and the reason for that was this is a random tagging match, and I know that normally for random tagging match, Beast Boy is ideal. But this boss also has high dot resistance. So I was like, okay, Beast Boy is not going to be suitable for this match. I was so wrong, guys. I have noticed that when bosses have high lethal resistance and high dot resistance, it has never stopped. Like if I'm using Brainiac and Raven with Beta Club against a boss that has high lethal resistance, it reduces my damage a little, but it's really not that much, and I'm still able to one-shot easily. So the same thing with high dot resistance. High dot resistance doesn't stop Beast Boy from destroying the boss and applying heavy amount of dot on the boss. So don't let that stop you here. Beast Boy is still the best option, because using Metal Team here, it can work like I did on the last match, but it's not guaranteed. With Beast Boy, it is still guaranteed. The worst that would happen is that, okay, maybe you get closer to the end of the match, but it's pretty much guaranteed that with Beast Boy and an health reduction character, preferably the Arcane Dr. Fate, yeah, it should be better because he's weaker than Supergirl, even when you remove their gears. Anyways, that's just the point I wanted to pass with respect to that, and I hope that message is successfully received. Now for the final team. This one was special for me because I've been trying to know what is the minimum requirement for the Flawed Justice team to one-shot. So first thing I'll say, if you are going to be free to play, you definitely need to have a maxed out Peacemaker. When I say maxed out, I'm not even saying it has to be 7 stars. I'm saying maybe anything between 5 to 7. 5 is going to make it a bit more difficult, but if you are 6, 7, you should be comfortable. 5 will be like middle of the road, like okay, you will likely succeed, but 6, 7, I think you are there with Peacemaker. And for the Rock Black Adam, all the videos I've shown you guys before, the Rock Black Adam has always been maxed out, and I would definitely say it helps. If you look at his passive, it helps for him to be maxed out. He's going to do more damage, and that means he's going to beat the boss faster, of course. And also they are going to be able to take him to, I believe, level 80. So that's even in special 3 is going to do more damage. So him being maxed out, it has value. I'm not even going to deny that it has value for him to be maxed out, but that's why I was trying to find out what is the minimum amount of attack you will need for, let's say, a 5-star the Rock Black Adam. So I use a maxed out Sharp Scythe, which is the free artifact from this low rate, 32k attack. Then I use the Neuron Knife, which I'm not using Neuron Knife in the fight. You can see Neuron Knife is on Hawkman. Hawkman doesn't target throughout the match. It doesn't. The passive is not. It's useless for this match. What I just need is that extra 20k attack. A maxed out Neuron Knife will give you 20k attack. 20k plus 32k, that is 52k attack that I used on this match for a 5-star The Rock Black Adam with Zatanna's puppet. And yeah, I'm happy it worked out. I was able to one-shot, but I was so close, like it was like 2 seconds left. So that would tell me that with 52k attack, if I had like a 7-star The Rock Black Adam, it would have still worked, but it would have been much faster. And also, even if I have a 5-star The Rock Black Adam, I'm going to be trying this on the next solo raid, where I'm going to be having 2 32k attack. So I'm going to be having 64k attack in the next solo raid. I'm going to try this team again. And the next solo raid is the one that you use Dark Metal cards, by the way, where Batman Who Laughs, I think that's Dark Knights, Batman Who Laughs final boss. So that's the next solo raid. So I'm going to be trying out 2 maxed out Dark Metal cards and Zatanna's puppet with my 5-star The Rock Black Adam, and see how much time I will have left. One thing I will say is that you need crit luck. If your boss, if you notice, I was having a lot of special 3 where it wasn't critting. So if you are not having a lot of crits, it's going to affect your chances of one-shotting. But if you have maybe a maxed out Black Adam, or let's say 2 maxed out 32k attack active at, I think it may not matter as much. But at this level, at 52k attack and 5-star the Rock Black Adam, you are going to need some crit luck. Anyways, that's about it. Which of these teams do you enjoy the most, or which of these teams have you actually tried using? Let me know in the comment section. Smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
I am the end of. May hell admires your courage.